Believe it or not, but Yellowstone may just get a brand new season. Since Yellowstone first hit our screens in 2018, it's been a massive success, and everyone thought that it was ending with Season 5. But the on-screen drama is nothing compared to what's been happening behind the scenes. The story's got everything: major Hollywood stars, intense negotiations, and maybe even a bit of betrayal. Let's just say that the future of Yellowstone is completely up in the air. The end of an era. First up, the million-dollar question on everyone's mind: is Kevin Costner really done with the show? Rumors started swirling like wildfire in 2022 when the 5th season premiered, and now people are losing their minds, wondering if Costner's going to ditch the show and walk away for good. The buzz began when whispers emerged that Kevin wasn't exactly happy with the filming schedule. Apparently, the guy's been busy pouring his heart into his new passion project, Horizon: An American Saga, a Civil War-era film series he's directing and starring in. And between juggling these two mega projects, well, something had to give. Then came the biggest shocker of them all. Reports dropped that Paramount Network was already moving forward with a sequel series without Costner. Can you imagine Yellowstone without its main guy? Well, there's more. They're apparently in talks with Matthew McConaughey to star in the new spin-off series. Now, before you start packing up and giving up all hope, let's dive deeper into what's really happening with Season 6 of Yellowstone. Is the 6th season real? According to insiders, the original plan was that the second half of Season 5 would be the show's swan song, tying up all those juicy loose ends. But it seems like the Paramount Network just couldn't bring themselves to pull the plug on their most successful series. I mean, can you blame them? This show's a gold mine. Talks have reportedly been underway with Reilly and Hauser about possibly co-leading a brand new 6th season. And honestly, if anyone can carry this show forward, it's these two. Reilly and Hauser have been there since day one, and fans have been obsessed with their chemistry. Beth and Rip's intense, sometimes chaotic relationship has been one of the cornerstones of the series, so it would make sense for the show to pivot and put them front and center in Season 6. But here's the thing. If Season 6 happens, it'll definitely be a different beast because Kevin Costner is not coming back. Fans are already mourning the loss of John Dutton, even if he's still very much alive on the show for now. Speaking of Reilly, her thoughts on all this are pretty interesting. In interviews, she's been all about keeping the door open for a Season 6. But she's not naive either. She knows that the story as we know it is coming to a close. Nothing is set in stone, she said. And let's face it, no one really knows what Taylor Sheridan, the mastermind behind Yellowstone, has up his sleeve. But Kelly made one thing clear: if Taylor writes it, she's in. It's hard to imagine Beth Dutton being brought to life by anyone else, right? That's all Taylor Sheridan's genius. On the flip side, Hauser has been a bit more cryptic. He hinted in an interview with US Magazine that the upcoming season would be a satisfying conclusion. You'll have to stay tuned for November to see how Taylor wraps it up. Does this mean Rip and Beth are riding off into the sunset together? Or is something more explosive on the horizon? Whatever happens, fans are definitely on the edge of their seats. And that brings us to Matthew McConaughey. Seriously, can you believe the idea of McConaughey leading a Yellowstone spin-off? While nothing has been officially confirmed yet, McConaughey has been circling the project. He's reportedly in talks to headline the sequel series, but he's made it clear he won't sign anything until he sees a script. I mean, can we blame him? McConaughey hasn't taken on a leading TV role since True Detective blew everyone's mind back in 2014. And you just know he's going to want something juicy to sink his teeth into. So, what's the spin-off actually about? The Madison takes a totally different direction when compared to the rest of Yellowstone. It's not even set on the Dutton Ranch. Instead, it follows a family from New York City who end up in the Madison River Valley of central Montana. Think less Wild West shootouts and more heartwarming drama. It's being described as a study of grief and human connection. Doesn't that sound a little too mellow for Yellowstone fans? But with Taylor Sheridan behind the scenes, we can bet there will be plenty of drama and probably a few fistfights too. Oh, And did we mention the amazing cast that's already lining up for the Madison? Michelle Pfeiffer is headlining the series, and she's even co-producing. Apart from her, Suits star Patrick J. Adams, who you might know as the charming Mike Ross, has signed on along with Elle Chapman, Beau Garrett, and even Lost alum Matthew Fox. As for McConaughey's role, it's still a mystery. There's been a lot of speculation that he might play a Dutton family member who's never been mentioned before. But that seems a little too convenient, right? More likely he's going to be an outsider. Maybe someone who gets tangled up with the Duttons because, let's face it, no one escapes the Dutton drama unscathed. Whatever the case, fans are eager to see what kind of cowboy swagger McConaughey brings to the table. And now for the big question. Which cast members from Yellowstone will cross over into the Madison? It's been rumored that Kelly Reilly, Cole Hauser, and Luke Grimes have all been in negotiations to join the spinoff. But they're not coming cheap. Reilly and Hauser are reportedly asking for a per-episode paycheck of over $1 million. But here's where things get tricky. If you've been keeping up with Yellowstone, you know that Season 5 left things on a pretty intense note, especially for Beth and Jamie Dutton. These two have been at each other's throats all season long, and it's reached a point where they're literally contemplating murder. Yeah, it's that bad. So can we really picture these characters showing up in a feel-good spin-off about human connection? Seems like a stretch, right? Meanwhile, Taylor Sheridan already has a packed schedule. Between 1883, 1923, and now the Madison, the guy's practically building his own Yellowstone universe. But here's the catch. Sheridan has made it clear that the Madison wasn't originally meant to feature any Yellowstone characters at all. So if Beth, Rip, or Casey do make an appearance, it's probably going to come with a hefty price tag and a lot of script rewriting. Now, let's circle back to Kevin Costner for a second, because this whole situation is wild. Costner's angle. In recent months, Costner has been hinting that he's not totally done with Yellowstone. During his divorce proceedings, Costner revealed that he was offered a massive paycheck of about $24 million to stick around for seasons 6 and 7. But in true Hollywood fashion, negotiations fell apart, and now Costner says he might take Paramount to court over the whole mess. But here's where things get juicy. Just when everyone thought Costner was done with the Duttons for good, a new report surfaced in 2024 suggesting that maybe Costner is considering returning for a cameo, or even more. Matthew Belloni of Puck News dropped that little nugget, and fans have been buzzing ever since. Even more shocking, Costner has been publicly talking about how much he loves the show. In a recent interview, he said, "I've supported that thing and I've loved it. It's been really important to me." If that doesn't sound like someone who's leaving the door open for a comeback, what does? And he's not just nostalgic either. Costner's made it clear that if the writing's right and the circumstances line up, he'd absolutely consider coming back for a proper send-off. But there's a catch. Taylor Sheridan has apparently already finished writing the scripts for the final episodes, and he's not exactly eager to go back and change things just to accommodate Costner's potential return. So even if Costner is on board, Sheridan might not want to deal with the headache of reopening the scripts. This could be a classic case of Hollywood egos at play, but who knows? Maybe the stars will align for one last rodeo. And finally, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Horizon, an American saga. Costner's been pouring his heart and soul into this project, and the trailer has fans losing their minds. It's like Yellowstone, but set during the Civil War, and it's filled with action, drama, and an A-list cast to rival any Hollywood blockbuster. The movie might not have any official connection to the Yellowstone universe, but it's clear that Costner fans are excited about it. What's been happening?